Hey everybody, welcome back. We are watching Good Witch. We were on season 6, episode 2, The Curse of the Rose, part 2. Can't quite see her face. You can kind of see her face. Purdy has had a long day. She begged people to pet her and to let her on the table and to let her in their laps while they ate their food. And she couldn't understand why they wouldn't do it. Buddy, looking as beautiful as ever. She just walked around and said hi to everybody. They're the only two that came out. Fangs, the black and white kitty right there, she ran from under the couch to over behind the bicycle thing. I think she went to the bathroom and then raced back to under the couch. And that was the only kitties that they saw the whole time they had dinner with me. I shouldn't have had the wine cooler because my migraine or tension headache, whatever it is getting a little bit worse. I think it's a tension headache. I'm also having a bit of a hot flash, and I don't know if it's from the heat from the kitchen from cooking, and I closed the windows before I started watching, or if it's from the wine cooler, or both. But we are ready to get on with the show. So we are watching episode 2 of The Curse. I said in the recap of the first one, I don't think Autumn is as bad as they're making her out to be, or the bad luck. I think she came to Middleton or Cassie to try to find her way, so to speak. I don't know how many parts to this Curse of the Rose that there are, but we shall see. And I think she was embroidering the rose onto her hat when the show started. So I don't know. And it looks like a broken rose or a broken heart. The other thing I got to thinking about is I think trying to remember what show it was. I can't remember if it was Good Witch or another show, but I'm wondering if they're making it seem like Autumn, but it's actually somebody else. And I thought that the woman in the beginning had dark hair, uh, darker than Autumn's dark red hair. And it also seemed flatter, not quite so curly. But I don't have my contacts in, and I was only half paying attention because I was trying to get my earbuds to work. So I could be wrong. But I think they're trying to set her up as the same person. The shamrock that Sam has, I I'm wondering if a Merriweather sent it and it was intended for him. However, they are saying that there's another Sam Radford in Middleton. How old Sam Radford is, they haven't said yet, so we shall see. I think those are the two big mysteries. I think Middleton will win the pumpkin carving contest. If they don't win both, they'll win the pumpkin carving contest and have Donovan win the triathlon. If there's going to be any losing at all. And I think that's about it for my predictions. Just trying to think if there's anything else to predict. So let's see what happens in this one and kind of go from there.
I also figured you'd have more pumpkins carved.
I hate to disappoint you.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
I could say the same.
I am actually glad they didn't make her embarrassed about having the mask on. It's this this conundrum or twofold or balancing act or whatever you want to call it thing with women and beauty, and do they need to be embarrassed about what they do in order to get the results that they get? And although a mask is not something we generally see in generally see in public, It does help tone, and past that, I'm not sure. It just all depends on the ingredients, but it does help tone the skin, and so we shouldn't be embarrassed to have masks on. So I'm glad they didn't make her be embarrassed. Now, she might act embarrassed once he leaves and she's putting up a front, but we'll take what we can get.
May I give you two a little advice?
Could we stop you?
Never take each other for granted.
I take it Tom's in the doghouse.
Upstanding.
Well, I better apologize.
Well played.
Never underestimate me.
The tire has been rerouted to Saskatchewan.
And just like that, we're all back to askew.
Not necessarily.
Ooh, oh, those are wicked.
He's had a lot of caffeine.
See, they're making her look mischievous, but I don't think it's as mischievous as we're thinking it is. Watch me be totally wrong.
This on the counter. We might need it for luck.
It's missing a leaf.
So far.
Wait. Oh no, it's got 4. I just saw the big. I saw this hole right here and I thought it was missing a leaf.
Need it for luck.
Hasn't brought us much so far.
Maybe it's because you doubt it.
I have a friend that collects 4-leaf clovers, by the way.
And I hope you get that selfie.
Thanks.
Nick's voice seems different. I don't know if he's trying to do it softly on purpose or if it's just because of growth and changes and all that kind of stuff. And he's not cracking or anything like that, and it's not high pitched or low pitched or anything like that. It just seems like he's talking softer than usual. But it could be that it's been a year and a half since I watched it, so.
I'm wearing my badge.
He's got his badge.
As long as we understand each other.
Check out the little black marks on the side.
Looks like dirt.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's what I thought too, but it's actually writing. Under the
Get the
magnifying, you can
magnifying.
see 2 words. Ti amo.
I love you.
Oh, I love you too. But let's focus on the clover.
That's what Tiamo means.
Oh, and this means...
Also in
that the words
Spanish.
we're trying-
Is that sweat I see on your brow?
It's determination. But I do think that's sweat on your
There's
brow.
Sam in the background.
Closer.
The most dings wins. Contestants, approach the hammer.
Will they both get 3 out of 3? Gotta hit the edge of the platform. Oh! Uh-oh! Middleton's in the lead. How long will they be in the lead?
That's right. It's why they celebrated you at Wellingsley.
Oh, that sounded a little negative. She's sour. That's for sure. But I don't think she's sour enough to sabotage. I think she's just sour.
Nothing to see.
There's obviously something to see.
They're gonna look like Bigfoot.
Come on, that's no tree branch.
Well, it's no monster either.
Can't say your dad's wrong.
Autumn, come with me. We are on official damage control.
Failing to prepare is preparing to fail.
You can see the
A
foam.
successful woman
I
like
said
you.
last episode I said
Flowing in
paper
with
mache,
something
but
slow.
it looks like
It's gonna take some manpower to
foam.
get this thing.
I'll actually share. I think this is the biggest pumpkin that we had come out of our garden. It was actually out of the compost area of the garden. Mom had thrown a pumpkin into the compost to throw it away, and the seeds grew and took all 3 of us kids to roll it up the hill. And I think Mom said, I'm trying to make sure the number doesn't keep growing. I want to say that she made 20 some pies out of it or something like that, but it might not have been that many. She made a lot of pies from that one pumpkin. So
Do you mind telling me where you keep the crock pot? You used it last time you made the chicken goulash.
is he going to try to cook himself? Bravo, Tom.
Honestly.
1, 2.
Oh, is it supposed to float?
Well,
Oh,
that's not good.
so this is the pumpkin he's supposed to row a boat, row as a boat.
You think my aromatherapy made you miss that interview?
So she is holding some
My
bitterness.
entire life changed.
She does? Unfortunately, she's at a bit of a creative impasse.
Oh, What does that mean for the
Uh-oh.
festivities?
Bad timing.
Oh, don't you usually get a resident to close for you after surgery?
Do I question your video game skills?
All the time.
You really think she's seaworthy?
Sorry, didn't mean to scare you. I have a feeling Donovan's going to win
Yeah,
this one.
equipment.
So they're not real pumpkins. So I feel better now.
Pumpkin boats are not built.
Wait a minute. So they are pumpkin boats, and I thought, okay, well maybe they're not supposed to be real pumpkins because they're the boats, so they built them. But last episode they were shoveling out the guts, the pumpkin seeds and the innards of the pumpkin. So they are supposed to be real pumpkins, but they're not really. This was not a good idea for this part of the episode. I'm just going to get caught up on these big pumpkins.
On your mark.
I think Donovan's going to win because it's going to be the best 2 out of 3. Abigail was cheering for him. He's thinking,
We can get some popcorn on the way to that blob double feature.
Look what I caught on camera at the regatta.
That's definitely something.
It's Bessie.
did he Photoshop it? Because that looks like Nessie.
Before it gets dark.
An old picture of Nessie.
So Bessie finally made an appearance, huh?
Thanks to a little photo magic by the kid.
All right. So he figured it out.
Don't forget Autumn quit.
Oh, how could I possibly forget? Saving
When
the
did
world
Autumn
is the easy
quit?
part.
Come on, Sam. He's going to do the right thing and checking him out. It's going to help him
Also not a
finish.
good idea to help your competition.
Oh, look at him all dressed up.
No, I got it.
Is that her at the door? Yep.
George, I'm sorry. Perhaps you misunderstood. Light her up.
Wood's still too wet.
This belongs to you.
We were going to go to Italy on our honeymoon.
So it worked out.
On 3, we will toss as 1. 1, 2.
Hold your horses, Martha.
I was going to say, those petals are not going to fly from that crowd to the fireplace.
I should never have doubted you. Yes.
So are they going to do a renewal wedding for next season? Or will it be this season? They're not going to fall into the fire, into the bonfire.
Maybe I can help with that. 51 to be exact.
I want a lot more than that.
Aww,
Moonlit Drive. Top
I like campfires. That's quite the chariot. The end. Trying not to disturb the baby too much. They didn't outright say it, but I think they were basically alluding to the fact that Autumn was sabotaging things. And I don't remember her quitting. Did I totally zone on that spot? I might have caught it in the editing, but at any rate, I missed her quitting. But it wasn't clear on if she was actually sabotaging or not. The stuff that happened is stuff that could happen. Shipments get diverted oftentimes, especially nowadays. You know, I don't know. The campfire would, we couldn't see the innards, so we don't know what kindling and it's. Oh, hello. What are you doing, mister? You gonna let me hold you? No. You need to let me take you to the vet. That was that. I can't catch him in order to take him to the vet. The last time I tried to, I had scratches up my arms. and still didn't make it to the vet with him. Part of what they were alluding to, sorry, my eye is bothering me. The allergies have kicked in. Part of what they were alluding to with the lesson of the two stories is that, the self-fulfilled prophecy. If we believe hard enough that it will happen. If we believe the party will be a disaster, it'll be a disaster, that kind of stuff. But also, the positive can come with that as well. The party is going to be great, and not everything might have fallen in place, but it was still a great party. So, as soon as I quit itching and quit yawning, we'll be good. So, self-fulfilled prophecy can work both ways. And I think that's was that part of what the book, The Secret, was about, was basically positive self-fulfilled prophecy. I never did read it, but I think that was the bottom line. You believe in it hard enough and it will happen, and you will go there. You will go places. As far as the overall story arc, where we've got 6 episodes left. I don't know if we're going to have a big overall story arc. I keep burping too. Gosh, it's quite the night. I apologize. So we'll have to see if there's going to be a overall story arc or not. I was trying to think. I saw behind the set pictures because they were excited to get back on set because it was delayed because of COVID. So, and I was thinking in the pictures they had Grace as well. So I think she'll at least be in an episode. I don't know how many, but at least one. So we'll have to see. They didn't mention her at all either. So that was interesting. I think that's it for my thoughts on things. So thank you all for joining me on this one, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.